Hello everyone, I am Romik and this is Snapping Before 10, the show where I showcase a deck, we see how it performs on the Marvel Snap ladder, and I give you the basic pros and cons of everything. But today we have a very special deck, as noted from the, the posts on Reddit and etc. There is a simple little problem with the Marvel Snap meta, the good card deck. There is the archetype where you just play the cards with the highest win rates, being cards like Sunspot, Armor, Lizard, Cosmo, as you can see right in the deck list. And I have noticed there's a giant problem. As you can see by the win rate on the screen, I have only gained 37 cubes over the past few matches, while in the previous versions I have over 50 cubes obtained with this deck just in the past week. This deck list here has a 100% win rate. The one with Doctor Doom, She-Hulk, and that's the only switch I made. Not only is this deck cheap, this is a deck that can probably get you to infinite so quickly. It has an amazing matchup against every meta deck, especially things like Thanos, Shuri, etc. So I don't even think I need to get into the card by card. I mean, what do I explain? Sunspot is the best one-drop in the game. Armor and Lizard just hose a lot of stuff, especially Lizard being just such a good thing you can play early to just gain a lot of power and start snowballing. Cosmo just shuts down so many strategies. It kills Taskmaster, it kills Wong decks. It's such a strong staple card. Killmonger destroys and ransacks Thanos. Agent Coulson is a card that many people sleep on. This is a card that just it lets you curve out. It gives you a 4 and a 5 mana play. Sometimes it can just give you Taskmaster and it gives you a Devil Dino play. It fits so well in the good stuff deck, as Agent Coulson is just a free energy 4 power card, which is usually pretty good. Shang-Chi, as you know, destroys all the high power cards like She-Hulk, the cards that Shuri creates, so he's generally really good. Devil Dino is just such a nice finisher in the deck. Not only can I just have a giant hand all the time with Agent Coulson, sometimes you just sit on the cards in your hand, as you have to know when to play Armor, Cosmo, depending on the matchup, because this deck, just because it runs good cards doesn't mean it's brain dead. You have a lot of plays you need to make. Sometimes you need to wait on the armor so you can Killmonger, and then you armor on the final turn to save your Devil Dino from the Shang-Chi. There's so many play lines, and I think this is a deck that'll take a while to master because it has so many good cards in there. But when you know how to play the deck it feels unfair sometimes. Arrow is probably dying on the next ban list, but hey, if you have her, play her. She's probably the best finisher and the best turns explain the game. Besides Doctor Doom is the true finisher. Because what's better than just you playing amazing cards all game, just finishing all the locations off with a 5 power spread? This card is disgustingly strong in this meta, especially since people always think, oh yeah, turn 6 Arrow wins the game. Nah man, I just Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom does not fail. And America Chavez, so you draw your finishers, and She-Hulk, a card that you can sometimes just drop on turn 4 by skipping your turn 3, and sometimes skipping your turn, as I've said previously, is the smartest decision you can make. But disregarding all of this, you've seen the win rate, you've seen the deck list, now it's time you've seen the games. So let's get snapping. So we're up against a Valm. We have had the Hellfire Club, which is kind of rough since we have Sunspot in the hand, but we also have Killmonger, Devil Dino, Doctor Doom. The really good part of this deck is that we can play against, is this Thanos? No, it is not. That we can just play so many. Ooh, Quantum Realm will be interesting. Not very much for the Lizard though. I'll play him on the rightmost location since the Hellfire Club seems quite... Oh yeah, maybe I should have played into Hellfire Club. See guys, sometimes you just make mistakes like I did right now. The Savage Land. I'll Killmonger right away before he can set up the armor. And I like that the Sunspot can just sleep on the mid lane. And Doctor Doom can just go into the Quantum Realm and usually win it right then and there. Okay, let's see. The opponent plays Maximus, a horrible card. I don't know why. Maximus is... I think Maximus is really good when a lot of people are running Cosmo, but he can be really problematic usually. See, look at this. If I play this into the Quantum Realm, I just win. But I can also play a Devil Dino in the... where would we play it? Playing it in the Quantum Realm does not matter since we have Doctor Doom. Oh, the opponent skips. So that means they're gonna try to probably scam us with She-Hulk. So I guess I might as well play Arrow then. This should be the win. I will not snap as I'm not really sure what they'll try to do, but we have priority, which makes Arrow such a killer play. And they can play a 6-drop if they really want to play She-Hulk into Arrow. So I think this will seal the deal. This is the win. I mean, I don't see a way we can lose, but... I mean, Doctor Doom does do it, but will they really play Doctor Doom after skipping a turn? I highly doubt it. Plus, they'll maybe suspect us playing a Doctor Doom. Also, there's a playline of Shang-Chi into She-Hulk or something. Well, I guess he's playing everything in the Quantum Realm. Okay. She-Hulk, She-Hulk armor, am I correct? Another, yeah, double armor, double She-Hulk. And this, guys, is why Arrow is just unfair. This was completely unavoidable. Like, you skip a turn, and if you have no priority, you die on the spot. The good stuff deck is just way too good at gaining priority and keeping it. Like, there is no way to lose. I think this is the second game against Valm, which will be very, very interesting, as now he probably knows I'm running the good stuff deck, but... And I think this will be an interesting showcase in seeing when you know what you're playing against, can you really play against the good stuff deck? Okay. Or this deck, I think, a better name for the... Really? Savage Land, Hell's Kitchen? Like, okay. Like, these locations feel kinda samey. If I don't draw the Killmonger, though, this could be a rough one. But I think a better name for this deck could be Staple City. I like Staple City way better as a deck name. Oh, ho ho. This will be interesting. Okay, I will skip my turn. I don't think the opponent really knows what my playline is. The fact I can just... Yeah, it's over. Playing playing the Quinjet mid means it's over. Like, yeah, I was gonna snap, but okay. I guess the opponent knows that my deck is just like the Staple City, that it's over. Up against Pod Legacy, which does sound weird to saying it out loud. He has an icon and always snaps. I don't see it there, buddy. We get Lizard, Agent Coulson, Cosmo, Killmonger, Arrow. The opponent is running Daredevil, which makes me think this may be a Galactus deck list. The negative zone. I'll hold off on the Cosmo. I'm playing stuff in... Oh, I better free up the Vormir while I can. Is this Spider-Man? Wait, yeah, it's Galactus. Which does mean if we Cosmo the Crimson Cosmos, we won't snap as they usually run away if we play it immediately. No, we'll stay in. I mean, I can also Arrow, but I really love doing the... Nimrod into... okay. This will be quite... If we leech right now, that still leaves us with a lot of lost power. I mean, of course it's a Galactus deck list. No point in delaying the inevitable. The opponent will try to... I think Destroyer on the last turn, which I'm fine with. There's no point in leeching right now, as we don't have enough power to sustain Leech. Hobgoblin. Our Devil Dino will be more than a match for him. Then here is the... well, this is the kill shot, right? He's gonna attempt to a Galactus here. Of course. Arrow. And that's how you beat Galactus. See, the point is, our deck is so versatile. We have an answer to every single deck in the game. Because the staples in Marvel Snap are just too strong. If you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, you know how much staples rule in that game. Like the power of just dropping down a Call by the Grave, a Max C, or cards like that, it's so ridiculously strong. And my god, my opponent opened up with a... This will be very, very interesting. Seeing as they're maybe playing a bounce deck. If they're playing a bounce deck, this could be kind of a rougher spot for us. Will they Iceman into Hood, right? That is what... It's a bounce deck if that's where they're gonna go. Oh, their hand is full. Smart. Sadly for my opponent, I can also do that with Agent Coulson. The Hood again into Viper. Oh, it's a garbage deck. We have Miles Morales, the Spider-Man. I mean, I'll just play Miles into the Clintar. It does not really matter here. I'll Devil Dino on the mid and I'll Killmonger on the final turn. The Quinjet and Goose. Okay, fine, I'll Devil Dino on right. Or should I really? This is the most important turn of the game. I'll snap. As I see a very easy way to win. I mean, he cannot stop me. Yeah, I noted. Like, if you see cards like a Lizard, the Killmonger, Agent Coulson, you can probably guess that it's just Staple City. It's just so strong. And I think I've showcased how good this deck is by only losing one game and winning, like... I've won about, like, 60 cubes by now. It's ridiculous. So, we're back with the deck, and my god, staples need to be nerfed. So first of all, for the pros, I have to say, not only is this deck consistent, it runs every answer in the game. Cards like Sunspot make passing just viable. Armor destroy decks, ironically enough. Lizard gives you so much pressure early by giving you a lot of priority, and then that combined with Cosmo just invalidates some decks. Killmonger beats Thanos by himself most of the time, unless they get lucky and you get leeched, because that can be a problem. Agent Coulson lets you curve out really well, which creates such a big influx where you can get cards that the opponent just does not expect. Sometimes you can get Crossbones off of Agent Coulson, which lets you accelerate even harder with priority. As how can I say? Crossbones does not die to Shang-Chi. He's not as bad as you'd think. Speaking of Shang-Chi, he just blows Shuri up. Devil Dino synergizes so well with us just liking cards in our hand, especially Agent Coulson. Arrow just wins game on her own. Dr. Doom lets you move into locations you usually cannot access, as he can just put Doombots over there. What else do we have? We have America Chavez, just increases your consistency in the deck, and She-Hulk can just be a 4 energy, 10 power play. The second great thing of the deck is it's a very malleable deck. You can put stuff in. In previous versions of this deck, I have run Moon Girl to try to make it as series free, or how can I say, pool 2, pool 3 friendly. As I know, a lot of people who watch my videos, or just people in general, do not have every series free card in the game. So I've run, instead of Dr. Doom, I've run Moon Girl, which also synergizes so well with She-Hulk and Devil Dino, creating just such an amazing deck that you cannot really... Well, is it better than Dr. Doom? No. But dropping 2 Devil Dinos on the final turn can just win you games. And third of all, it's cheap. As you can see, we are running almost exclusively Series 2 cards, besides Agent Coulson, Dr. Doom, Arrow, and She-Hulk. And those cards can be replaced. Well, I don't know if you can really replace Arrow, but you can definitely replace Agent Coulson with stuff like Moon Girl. You can replace Dr. Doom with, well, there's so many good 6 drops that you have gotten if you've got the Series 3. If you have Magneto can win you a game. There's just so many good generic cards that makes this deck amazing. But now, let's go into the cons. First con is, if you know you're playing against it, you'll probably realize they're playing every good card ever, so you can just retreat early knowing like, oh, I can't beat Doctor Doom out of these locations. And I think maybe one of the most critical points is you need to know the meta. To beat meta with good stuff, you need to know what's good in the meta. If you know that Shuri and Thanos are the best decks, you need to know how to play against them with the best cards in the game. And that is, I think, a skill that you gain more with time than a skill you learn by just watching videos like mine or any other YouTubers. But if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments and I'll make sure to give you a tip. So, without further ado, that was today's episode of Snapping Before 10. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the videos, and I'll see you in the SnapMania.